Hello folks, this is Silas the Scavenger, and today I wanted to talk about these skulls that I got very recently, completely randomly and very unexpectedly. Long story short, I was just kind of on some country back roads, looking for roadkill as bone hunters tend to, and I saw a yard sale sign, and my grandmother was a big yard sale fan, and she very much taught me to like them as well. So of course, I, routed my GPS to take me there, and I realized that this was, a yard sale that was still very much in a kind of rural area. And I haven't been to that many rural yard sales, but I do know that sometimes they have taxidermy. So I was hoping to find some taxidermy there and see if any of it was within my price range. So when I got there, I looked around and they didn't really have much of anything. It looked like they had kids, they had a lot of toys, they had some hats and clothing, and I wasn't really interested in much of it. I kind of looked around politely and was trying to see if there was anything I was kind of mildly interested in, so I didn't come off as rude. And so I was kind of talking to them briefly, making polite conversation, and I mentioned that, yeah, I know it's kind of strange, but I was actually here looking to see if you have any taxidermy or even any bones. I kind of collect that type of thing. And they were like, bones? Well, that's interesting. We actually do have an animal skull kind of behind some of the stuff we're selling. And I was, of course, very curious immediately. And they pulled out this guy. And I was like, oh, that's a raccoon skull. Yeah, I have a few of those. And they were like, yeah, we just have this around. Honestly, if you want to take it, you can just have it. And I was like, okay. So that was really, really cool for me, obviously. And I was like, well, I'm glad I stopped. Then they kind of were talking more, and they were like, yeah, actually, we have a beaver skull. And I was like, you have what? And so they were like, yeah, we can give it to you for $10. And I'm like, $10? Hello? So I immediately, of course, was like, yeah, I will absolutely take that for $10. So they went inside, they grabbed this, and I saw it, and I was ecstatic. It was so cool. As you can see, it's in pretty great condition. There is some hot glue in there that I'm probably gonna clean out so I can display it the way I'd like to, and obviously I need to give it some soaking time. But all in all, this is a really, really great beaver skull, all things considered. And so this is just kind of your guys' reminder to go out in rural areas and, even if you're looking for roadkill, look for yard sale signs, because sometimes you will end up with just the coolest stuff. A lot of rural people will just have these types of things laying around because they find them, they pick them up, they think they're cool. So yeah, go out in rural areas, find people with cool things, and a lot of times they won't charge you nearly as much as other people will for things.